Good afternoon, everybody. It is Wednesday, and believe it or not, it is the end of June. We are getting ready to roll into the 4th of July holiday weekend. Can you all believe that? Does it even feel like that? We've been trying to wrap our heads around that. It just seems like the summer is flying by. Today, we're going to kind of flip the show around a little bit because I know that so many people want to know what's going on with the 4th of July. And we do have some deadlines that are fast upon us. So we're going to move things around because we do have a lot of other things going on leading up to this 4th of July weekend. So this week we finish our series of June, and that is the 19th hole concert series. Tomorrow night is the last concert in that series. And the nonprofit organization that is participating is Healthy Archuleta and the Food Coalition, Food Security, Food Equity. And today we have on with us Rose Chavez, who is just a huge integral part of that organization. And Rose is going to tell us a little bit about what's going on with the 19th hole concert series. Hopefully we can get her on screen with us. And there she is. Technology works, so that's a good thing. So welcome, Rose. You know, you've just been a huge part of the growth of Healthy Archuleta and the Food Coalition. And you guys get to wrap up the 19th hole concert series. We're going to keep our fingers crossed that the rain holds off. And we've been telling everybody to bring their umbrellas either to protect themselves from the sun or protect themselves from a little bit of showers. But tell us about the 19th hole concert series as we wrap up the series for the month of June.
Yeah, thank you so much for offering this time. We are so excited about tomorrow night's concert. The whole season has been awesome with some great music, and tomorrow night we get to, wrap up the whole event with Jack Ellis and Out at Work Release, who's going to be on stage and just helping us celebrate the great work of Healthy Archuleta. And we also are so grateful to some of our sponsors, the Community Foundation serving Southwest Colorado, Pagosa Springs Gold Club, Tito's Handmade Vodka, Bank of Colorado, Mountain Home Sound and Security, SoCo Wood and Windows, and Two Old Crows Gallery, just for making this all happen and to support our work that we have been just bringing to the community on a regular basis. And we have an event actually coming up in July that we're excited to get the word out to the community on July 23rd in Town Park. We'll also be having a community meal and celebration with folklorico dancers and booths. And yes, the work continues, and we want to celebrate with the community and thank the community for so much awesome support and volunteer work over these past years.
Oh, that's great. Truly your organization has been so grassroots and has grown tremendously from, I think maybe most people see you having engaged in the food pantries and food banks, but you're so much more. You work with growers, and you did a wonderful educational seminar this year in the spring. And so can you tell us a little bit more? I mean, what if someone's interested in growing food or learning more about agriculture, or learning more about the food banks, no matter whether they're the permanent ones or the mobile ones, and some of your programs?
Absolutely. Yeah, we have ongoing opportunities with the Food Coalition. We do have an established growers group that meets on a weekly basis. We're meeting on Thursdays, typically from 4 to 5. And that's a virtual space that any grower can feel comfortable joining. And you'll be in the comfort and the company of some really experienced growers who really know the lay of the land and, how to make the most of the short growing season that takes place here in Archuleta County. And then we're also right in in full step with our health assessment that has been ongoing since December and will go on through 2023. And we've been sharing profiles of some of our community members who have been really integral to shaping the direction of that assessment. We've been having modules where community members can get exposed to the issues around nutrition security and health equity and develop their own questions that are really going to be instrumental in helping us understand the nutrition security and health equity landscape of Archuleta County.
I think, Rose, what amazes me is I think sometimes people think in order to eat healthy, it's expensive. And, I think your group is trying to educate people that that's not always the case. Yes, we know that organic foods are more, but, what can you grow at your home that you can provide for your family?
Exactly. And that's really the focus of what the growers are working on is locating and supporting those backyard growers or folks who want to grow. It's really not too late. There are some plants that you can get in the ground, like squash blossoms. I'm in the depths of writing some articles and I'm thinking about how awesome squash blossoms will be because we can actually still grow them here and get a wonderful meal. We're looking to do some food demonstrations with some of those foods so that folks can eat fresh, healthy, and nutritious, and also seasonally, and get the most out of what they're growing here in Archuleta County.
So, Rose, I'm going to switch back to the 19th hole just for a little bit before we switch off and talk about the 4th of July. But some of the organizations that have been on with us this month, this money is going towards a particular project. Is that the case with the Food Coalition, or are you just using it to further all of your efforts with your organization?
Yeah, basically that's kind of what we're hoping to do with the funds. We have a variety of efforts that we've invested in the community, and we just went through a participatory budgeting with the community, and the community we heard wants to see more folks growing local and having our local food system strengthened. So the funds will most undoubtedly also go there and help advance what the community wants to see in terms of our local food system here.
Okay. Well, just in case we have some people watching our live stream today for the first time, we're going to give a quick recap of if you want to come to the 19th hole concert series, what do you do? I mean, do I need to bring a chair? How much does it cost? Can I bring my own food and beverage? Can you run us through that scenario?
Sure. So we do recommend you bring your chair if you want to be extra comfortable, and we'll actually provide food and drinks. It costs $10, and those funds get divided up against all of the nonprofits that participated. And so, yeah, we just welcome you to bring yourself a blanket. The grass is really nice still, and so we'd love to have you.
Great. Well, just to clarify, there is food and beverage, but it is not included in that $10, correct? The $10 is the admission price. And then there's beverages, alcoholic and non-alcoholic available, as well as, I think, some great food, burgers and brats and specials.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. So I think that'll be great. And of course, Jack Ellis and Out on Work Release has their own huge support system here in Pagosa Springs, and rightfully so, because they're just a great band. And so what a wonderful way and exciting way to wrap up this whole 5-week long concert series throughout the month of June. Again, if you've been able to go to another concert but aren't able to go to tomorrow's for whatever reason, and you still want to help out the Food Coalition, you are, because as Rose said, they're going to pool all that money and divide it between the 5 organizations. Rose, is there anything else that you want to mention about the Food Coalition or tomorrow night's concert before we switch our train of thought to this 4th of July weekend?
Just follow us on our social media. We always try to keep updates real live when we're out in the community and to keep you guys involved. We just really love the support of the community and just encourage more participation. And so, yeah. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
All right. Well, everybody, tomorrow night, the last in the series of the 19th hole concert series. And this week it is supporting Healthy Archuleta, the Food Security, Food Equity Food Coalition. And today we have with us Rose Chavez, who is just an integral part of that group. And, I'm just so impressed by all that you do and how progressive your thought process and your programs are. So thank you so much for everything you're doing for food security and equity here in Archuleta County. We appreciate it. And we'll follow you online. So through social media. All right, folks, now we're going to switch to the 4th of July weekend. And there is, again, some more events coming up in preparation for that. On July 2nd, which is Saturday, there will be another concert. This is provided by Curtains Up Pagosa, and it will be on Saturday evening beginning at 7 o'clock. Now, the easiest way for you to get tickets is online, and that's at curtainsuppagosa.org. Now, tickets are $15 for adults, $10 for students and veterans, and that is in advance. If you purchase them at the door, both categories go up $5. Now, if you say, I'm not really good online, can I just come get a ticket? You can pick up tickets at the Choke Cherry Tree, who happens to be our sponsor today, as well as they will be at our Park to Park Arts and Crafts Festival. So shout out to Janelle and all her gang over at the Choke Cherry Tree. We thank you. But again, if you want to just purchase tickets for Pagosa the Beautiful, the concert performance, you can do that at the Choke Cherry Tree, as well as on the complete opposite end of town in the east side in the River Center. You can pick those up also at PS Chocolates. So remember, save $5, get your tickets in advance. A combination of efforts from Curtains Up Pagosa, as well as the community band, as well as some performers in our community with the community choir. So Pagosa has no shortage of musical talent. So get out there on Saturday night and enjoy that. Also, we want to remind people that on Friday, July 1st, noon, mark it down, noon, Friday, July 1st, your parade applications need to be in, not to us here at the Chamber of Commerce, but at the town of Pagosa Springs, also located on Hot Springs Boulevard. Once again, repetition creates memory, I hope. Noon, Friday, July 1st, your parade applications need to be in. They are not accepting late entries, and your float needs to be 45 feet or less. So please make sure that you have that in. They're working really hard to get everybody in and get them staged. Now, let's talk a little bit about the parade. The parade will stage in the vacant lot to the south of the Springs Resort. So the big vacant lot right there where the balloons launch. So you will stage there. You will not go to the high school. That's where you will be staging. Then the parade will come out onto Hot Springs Boulevard, travel north, make a right or go east on Highway 160 to 2nd Street, just as it usually does at the end of every parade. It'll go down to 2nd Street, make a right, and then come back on Hermosa Street, and then come back onto Hot Springs Boulevard and circle back to the vacant lot near the Spring Street. Now, if you're looking to watch the parade, personally, I would sit on Hot Springs Boulevard because then you get to see the parade twice. But otherwise, there is viewing. They're being very careful about where you can park your cars, and, everybody likes to park their flatbeds. Streets will be blocked off. So please pay attention to that and be aware of street closures. So that's the big thing about the parade. Again, it starts at 10 o'clock on the 4th of July. So that will be on Monday on the 4th of July. Now, there's things going on all weekend long. We talked about the concert on Saturday night, July 2nd. Certainly, the Chamber is super excited about the Park to Park Artisan Market, which will happen in Town Park and the Athletic Park. Hermosa Street will be closed off to vehicular traffic starting on Saturday so that pedestrians don't have to dodge in and out of the cars coming down the street. So that will be open only to pedestrian traffic. Those parking lots around there will mostly be full due to the vendors. So you can park on Main Street, on Lewis Street, on San Juan Street. So there is other parking. Just walk over the bridge. We have over 60 vendors right now, which is more than we've had for the past couple of years. We're very excited with a huge array of gift and product ideas. We have a lot of our our favorites and our return vendors coming back. But we also have a lot of new vendors with just some beautiful things. So we have Native American jewelry, we have silver jewelry, we have leather jewelry, we have stones and gemstones and pearls and silver and all sorts of things. We have clothing, just all sorts of clothing. We have pottery, we have fused glass, we have food. Now, what's also new this year that we're very excited about is we also have a tent set up in the athletic field. You know, we love our athletic field, but in the summer it gets a little warm because not a lot of trees. So be under the tent. We'll have picnic tables there, and we're going to have live music. So we'll be having live music every day, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday from 10 until 5. We have the schedule posted we'll be doing social media posts as well as our website. So look at that. The schedule changes. We have a little bit of a break on the 4th of July because the community band is performing over at the Springs Resort on the lawn. The best place for you to watch it is down in Centennial Park across the river. And that concert starts at 2 o'clock. So we're taking a little bit of a break so that people can go down and listen to the music there, and then come back up and stay in the shade of the tent, grab some food, take a rest, and listen to some great music. So we're doing that this year, and we're very excited. We've got some talented performers, and we're just excited to add that to our festival this year. Now, also on the 4th of July, you know, with the rains, we've had the river rise just a little bit. So at 1 o'clock, grab your best floating device and head up to Riff Raff on the Rio, where there's the put in, and you can float down the river. I personally think you should float down the river to the Centennial Park Bridge, which is where the concert's going to be. Get out there, sit on the sand, or be in Centennial Park, and then listen to the music at 2 o'clock. So grab your family, grab your best floating devices. The river's just at about 400, a little over 400 CFS today. So it is tubing waters, so we're okay. But it'll just be a great 4th of July. Now, I don't want to put a damper on all the events, but just remember there are no fireworks this year. I know we've had rain. Everybody wants them, but the decision was made a month ago and before the monsoon set in. So we are still not having fireworks this year. Last but not least, certainly, is the Red Ryder Roundup Rodeo. And that will also take place on July 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Now, the chamber sells tickets for the Thursday night rodeo. We're getting a lot of questions about tickets for the Pagosa Rodeo or the Red Ryder Rodeo. We do not sell those tickets. You can purchase those tickets online at pagosarodeo.com. Now, if you want box seats, if you go to that website, there is a phone number there, and you can call Diana for box seat information. But the best way is just to go online and get your tickets for the rodeo. On Saturday and Sunday, the rodeo will take place at 6 o'clock. And then, at 7 o'clock, and there'll be some pre-rodeo events. And then on Monday, July 4th, it'll be at 2 o'clock. So go online, pagosarodeo.com, and get your rodeo tickets for that event as well. It is a very, very busy weekend for us, and we're very excited. You know, a lot of people come to Pagosa because we have such great events. I want to, first and foremost, I just want to thank our businesses and everybody that works out there, that works during this holiday and is trying to juggle time to work and be with their family and friends. We thank you. We are a tourism-related economy, and we support that. And your business is one of those. And we are very grateful that you and your staff covers this holiday weekend. I know it's a big thing because everybody wants to be home with family, but we're out there working, and we thank you for doing that so that our community stays economically sound and everybody makes some money. Thank you all. The other thing is just be careful out there, folks. Again, we have a lot of people coming into town. Please watch out, not only for you and your driving, but kind of everybody else out there. Everybody's wandering around and looking around and maybe not paying attention as well as they should. So let's take the extra onus and be careful all around for this weekend. And just thank you, everybody. We look forward to a great weekend and a safe weekend and a healthy weekend. And if you have any questions, know that there is information on our website, pagosachamber.com, as well as the Visitor Center website, which is visitpagosasprings.com. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful, safe weekend and a fun weekend, most of all. We'll see you after the 4th of July with a report out, and we hope everything is good. Have a great time, everybody. Happy 4th of July.